Hi, this is Dave Hooke with the Dave Hooke team over at Hooke, Eckman Realtors out of South Central Pennsylvania. Today we're going to answer the question, if you're a home buyer in South Central Pennsylvania, what happens if your appraisal comes in too low? Stick around to find out. And if you're looking to buy a home, click on Search All Homes. If you're looking to sell a home, click on Free Home Value Report. Now on to the topic. So today we're going to talk about, if you're a home buyer in South Central Pennsylvania, what do you do if your appraisal comes in too low? There's 4 things you can do. The first is, and we don't like to hear it, but if it's in your best interest, you should really consider it, and that's cancel the transaction, or definitely attempt to renegotiate the transaction. Look, if you're a home buyer in South Central PA and your appraisal comes in below your purchase price, analyze your sales contract, consult with your attorney, or if you have a realtor, consult with your realtor, and determine if you have a financing contingency built into your contract or an appraisal contingency. If you do, you may reserve the right to either walk away from the transaction or at least attempt to renegotiate the transaction down to the appraised value. And that's advisable if it's possible. If it's not possible, the second thing you could do is you could come up with more cash. Now, you would only want to do that if you really want the property. Also, you want to be careful. If you're concerned about resale, or you think the appraisal was valid, you would essentially be overpaying if you came up with more cash. But a lot of customers, they look at the appraisal and they think, I really want this home, or I'll be in this home for many, many years, and I don't really care if it appraised a little bit lower than what I'm paying. And if you can come up with the extra cash, you can make the transaction work. The third thing that you could do is you could get creative with your lender. And we like to do this. We can look at other collateral. You can talk to your lender if you own another property and you can borrow against that, or maybe do a first and a second loan on the property to finance the difference in cash. And with interest rates as low as they are, this can be an attractive resolution to an appraisal cut. The fourth thing that you can do, and this is my personal favorite, is that you can challenge the appraisal. Now be careful here. Appraisers can get defensive, and this is their expertise. So if you do challenge the appraisal, first consult with your attorney and or your real estate agent and determine if there may be some errors in the appraisal. If there is, have your real estate agent or yourself call the appraisal and just review the appraisal. I like to take an empathetic approach. Look at it from their perspective. Ask if you could learn something from their perspective on the appraisal first. Understand why they came in at the number that they did. Only after you understand their side of the transaction and the appraisal, you can maybe give them a few thoughts that you've uncovered. Maybe there's another comparable to that they missed. Maybe they missed an element of the property that's important and they didn't include the finished basement space, or they got the lot size wrong. But again, look at it as a collaborative approach with the appraisal, not a competitive approach, because if you look at it as a competitive approach, oftentimes it'll raise up defenses and it won't get anywhere. So that's the fourth thing you can do, and a lot of times I've found success in challenging the appraiser if we take that approach. A lot of times they'll come back and adjust the appraisal and we can get the transaction to work. So those are the 4 things you can do if your appraisal comes in too low. As always, thanks so much for watching my video blog, and if you need anything at all that's real estate related in South Central Pennsylvania, don't ever hesitate to reach out to my team or I, and we'd be happy to talk to you and do a free consultation. Thanks again and take care. We'll talk to you soon.